of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Thank you, Todd. You know what? Outside it's hot, inside it's roasted.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup.
Good luck.
Here we go. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. That jab gets blocked. Hook misses. That right uppercut misses. How about that time counter shot? I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whisper in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Do you believe what we're seeing? They exchange punches. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. We know they've got the... On to the second round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter shot by her. Beautiful counter punch. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Miss with that jab. Well done with that. Claressa Shields is in trouble. Down goes Claressa Shields. Let's see that again.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five. Are you okay?
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Looks like she's going to survive the round, but just barely. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Good work. Don't forget the jab.
Okay, now you let her back into the fight that round. That's her round.
What to do. Good work. You were thinking. You were smart.
That is a terrible round. Come on, you've let her...
Don't forget the jab. And don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end and what you want to do. Now, good work. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking out there for one shot at a time.
Back together and put it back on her this round.
She's hurt. She's ready to go. But you've got to be smart. But
I need you to switch.
There's the bell for round 3. Well, the corner can do whatever they want to try and motivate their fighter to get back into this, but it all boils down to her, Johnny. Does she have the heart, the will, the desire, the strength to turn this around?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Jab does not score. If you're a counter-puncher, then basically you do the counter-attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You don't want to trade shots. Claressa Shields just got clipped. And it appears they weathered the... Did you see that? Claressa Shields is in trouble. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all three... Here we go to the 4th round. The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Can't land the jab there. Won't score with that right uppercut. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter shot. That hook was off target. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around them.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Claressa Shields just got clipped. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Claressa Shields is in trouble. Pretty dominant. There's the bell to start round 5. After after a really strong round. Let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Beautiful counter punch. Claressa Shields just got clipped. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
How about that time counter shot? A straight right just misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Straight right just misses. And Shields is down. What a massive shot there. Down she goes. Let's see it again one more time.
I've got to see that again.
Not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
You're looking out here for one shot at a time. Set her up, but you'll take her out. She's ready to go.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all you...
There's the bell for round 6. She's got a minute to collect herself, and boy does she need it, because you know her opponent is going to come out blazing, looking for another knockdown to start this round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
I'm going to try to relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. Looking to land the hook. How about that time counter shot? Hook misses. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. How about that time counter shot? Claressa Shields is in trouble. Claressa Shields just got clipped. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Smart.
Here we go. It's round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Claressa Shields is in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he got to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Well done with that counter shot. The straight right just misses. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Claressa Shields just got clipped. And you knew this was coming. They're going to take a knee.
It's really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
7, 8.
They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Keeper on the end of it.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Caution is being thrown to the wind. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Throws the uppercut but misses. Beautiful counter punch. That left hook missed. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt. And we enter the ninth. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't win.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Claressa Shields is in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Just missed with that hook. Couldn't land that jab. She scores with that counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the... And there's the bell to start round 10. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is. Hold that thought! Stumbling around in potholes. And misfire goes down. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. You still want to fight?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Well, she's got the advantage halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Hold that thought! Claressa Shields just got clipped. Down goes Claressa Shields. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Accuracy, power, punch perfect. That must hurt.